This is Lee with 82 Game and 12, and we are back with another video over the Prelude to Vicksburg. Battle of Chickasaw Bayou, December the 26th through the 29th, 1862. And this is a Revolution Games game. Came out in 2024. And designer Stephen Oliver, developer Melvin Dale, graphics Stephen Oliver, Charlie Keebler, Mark Heffy. And of course, the blind sword system was designed, developed by Herman Lutman. Okay, this is the 3 o'clock turn. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 turns left. And at the present time, the Union is in a position to have a marginal victory, which would be ahistorical. Okay. Historically, the Union forces were repelled. But at the present time, they have a foothold here on the left flank of the Confederate forces. So, and I think a lot of that's due to this pontoon bridge that I placed over here, which allowed easier access to this area, which was not as well defended. Okay, and really the Confederate forces didn't have the reinforcements to just send over there, so that's where we're at. All right, let's see here. I've got all the leaders in the cup. I've got to get the Fog of War and the Fortunes of War in here, and then of course I've got to do another draw for the key chits. There's the Union, key chits, and then where's the other one? Oh, there's the good ground. Okay. Okay, we're ready to begin. Turn 3 p.m. or military time, that'd be 1500. So we go to the artillery phase, and we have Lanphier and Hoffman. They're right there in that Epolma fortified position. But they are now, let's see, it's not quite 2 hexes. It's 3. But they're going to fire right here on Gregg, 50th Tennesseans. So and I don't think just being closer is not going to make that much of a difference. They're both, well, that's mixed. But 2, so we're 3 hexes away. That's 12. They're not firing over anybody. So let's see, we're going to have targets in the trench. So we go down to 8, 9. We're firing, let's see, defender behind the levee. So we'll go to 6, 7. So that's where we're at. And let's see, the 50th Tennesseans, they don't have support from anyone from the brigade. So they lose a cohesion, so they're at 1, but because they're in the trench, they get 2, so they're up to 3. All right, 54 at 6. Okay, and he's a 3, so it's going to be routine. 44. He's going to have to retreat 1 hex. Let's go right there. And we put a fired marker there. Then we go to the Confederates. We've got these 2 units, smoothbore units. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's going to be long range. So that would be firing at a 2, but then he's got that impalement. Impulme. Okay, and that moves, that's a column, 2 column shift to the left. So he would actually be at a C. And they've got a 3. I think it increases their, no, it doesn't increase their cohesion. They are supported, so they would be a 3. I'd have to roll a 61 in order to do anything. However, if we were to fire on this unit, he's got a 0. We got to roll just a 40. Well, we would be rolling on a 2. We could roll a 34 to 36. So that's what we're going to do. I think, let's see. 6. All right, so that's long, let's see. Long range, so we're at 4, we go down to 2. 2 smoothbore. And the 50th, let's see, the 30th Iowa unit has a cohesion of 0. What did I tell you? I roll all the time. Look at that, 66. So what I say, we're at 2. All right, he's at 0, so that's going to be tough. Oh, we rolled a 13. All that's going to do is cause him to retreat 2. These guys should be, I think they should be there. So he's going to retreat. This guy's the one that fired, not this one. Yeah, these are not overstacked. 1, 2. So he goes to there. And okay, so that has fired. Now we got Foster here And he's going to fire here. Oops. Foster 6, 4, Parrot. So he has a 6. He's not firing over anybody. The 26 Louisianans are behind, are in a ditch. So his 6 goes to 4, and they're behind the levee. So that's going to be a 3. 34. It's not going to be enough. No effect on Foster. Okay, next. See what we got. This one here is going to try to rebuild. So I'm not going to do anything with him. This one here is also going to try to rebuild. So we have Duncan. And Duncan is going to fire at Burbridge's 67th Indiana. All right. So we've got canister. So 50% of 2 is 1. So that increases him to 3. And then due to the fact that he is smoothbore, firing canister, he gets a shift of 1, so he's at 4. 55 at 4. Let's see. Burbridge has a 1. He's got a 2, not supported, so he's a 1. So that's going to be tough. Look at this. Depleted. 2 morale hits, retreat 2. So he's depleted. Retreats back to there. I'll tell you what, he'll retreat to there. We'll just put Duncan underneath. So he's gone. Okay. Now we go to Landgerber and Griffins. So that's a total of 10. They're both smoothbore. Several targets here, here, here. She could go here. He wouldn't be firing through the fallen timbers. He's at a higher level. So they're going to fire here at Barton. So that's 10. He is behind the levee and he's in the trench. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is still effective. So it's going to be 10. They go down for the 2 for the trench and 1 for the levee. So they're at 5. 51. And Barton's going to have, see, supported? No. So he's going to be down to 1, plus 2 for the trench, and up to 3. I rolled a 51, so it's going to be routine. 36, routine. 6 morale hit, and retreat 2. So he's shaking. Okay. Okay, the rest of these Confederate artillery units, these two are going to try to rebuild. So we'll just go ahead and go on with these other Union artillery pieces. So here we've got 12. Here we've got 8. Too bad we can't combine those two together. So we'll go with Barrett and Blunt. They're going to fire here at Thomas. 1, 2, 3. They've got the levy. They're at 12. So, yeah, 12. So at 12, go down 2 for the trench and 1 for the levee. They're at 6, 7. And of course, Thomas is not supported, so he has a 3, plus 2 is 5. All right, 52. That's 6, 7. It's going to be routine. Barely, it's a routine. 33, he has to retreat 1. So here's their opportunity to move in. Now, Hart and Ward are going to fire on the 1st Tennessee Battalion, and they're at 8. So he's in a trench and behind the levee. His cohesion is 3 minus 1 for not being supported, 2, and then he gets 2 for the trench. All right, so you can see we got a lot of repetitive numbers here. So it's 8, 8, 9, 2 for the levee to the left, goes down to 5. Then for the trench, not the levee. You shift 2 to the left for the trench, 1 for the levee. So we're going to be at 4. And that's what his cohesion is. 14's not gonna do anything, so we weren't able to push him back. And that's going to be the last artillery fire. Now we're going to check these units to see if they're able to try to rebuild. They have to have an infantry unit with them, or so infantry or cavalry unit with them, or adjacent. So when we look at the eligibility, it must be stacked with or adjacent to any unit belonging to the currently active rebuild. Here we go. Okay, so we can attempt the rebuild during the artillery step. So we have to be at least 3 hexes away from the enemy. Have to be adjacent to any unit, cavalry or infantry, in other words. So he's adjacent to here, so we got to have a 2 or less. I rolled a 4, so that didn't. And then Ward is next to Barton. But let's see, but no, it was Thomas that retreated. Okay, we need a 1 or a 2. Got a 4, so neither one of those was successful. Maybe I should have just moved Ward up with Tarleton to have a strength of 2, but there it is. All right, so we are ready to go to the cup and start drawing for 3 o'clock turn. Okay, first we draw Steel. Steel has Thayer and Hubby. So, and he has still not used his command clarity. So, I think we want to use our command clarity. Well, geez, maybe not. I think what we need to do is we'll just roll. Roll a 3. So what we want to do is we want to try to rally Thayer. We're going to do a regroup. We've got 2 units over here on the broken track. So these 2 units, not a very good chance of getting them back to the map, but we're going to try. Nope, both of them were fails. But over here, we can remove this one's shaken. And until he gets some help, gets some brigade back, he's not going to be able to try to rebuild. He's got a 1, he's not supported, so he's got a 0. So, all right, put Steel back in the cup. Thayer is finished. Okay, next. Okay, we got a Huzzah. And I think we're going to hold on to that. Use it later. The light was shining right in me. Okay, rally. Vaughn here, he's not very strong. I think we'd have a better chance of getting Barton here. Yeah, I want to try to rally Barton. With that, I get increase of a 2 to the CR. He's only got to be 2 away, and he is supported. So that's going to be a 5 or less, and he was successful. So next, command confusion. We can use that later. Oh, we got another huzzah. So that's 2 of those. Okay, Pemberton. Can try to activate somebody over here. Nope, I rolled a 4. So didn't succeed there. Epoma. So we can either move and I think that's what we're going to do. He's not allowed to do engagement. So basically I'm going to do is I'm going to move Foster here to here. And basically you would remove that impalement marker and then place it here where he's at. And he's not within 2, which would be engagement. So, all right, so we use that. All right, we got the Fortunes of War here. And we have M.L. Smith. So one of his brigades will not activate. And put this over here. So not Stewart. I think it's going to be G. Smith. So G. Smith does not activate right there. All right. So now we got the fog of war. So we roll the dice. A 2 is Confederate battlefield chaos. So let's see, somewhere that they want to attack. We don't want a unit to move up or anything like that. Who do we want to put this on? I think I'm going to put it over here on this one. this 52nd Georgia, because I want to do something with these guys here. So, M.L. Smith, and I'm going to have to stop the video right there and then come back. But I'm not good at this editing stuff, so I doubt I'll be able to put two of these together. So this will just be a shortened video of only partial part of the 3 p.m. turn. I've still got pretty much all of the brigades still. I think I've two brigades have been used so far, and one of them was the fortunes of war caused it to be dismissed. So I'll be back. This video will be posted, and then you'll know that I'm going to pick up with the game right here with another act or attempt of an activation with M.L. Smith. So come back and see what happens.